that same girl who is 7 today or 8 today, when she goes to high school and she's 16, she becomes a harlot. Because the society corrupts her. Hundreds of girls are like this in this society today. Hundreds and thousands. So Allah said that the andad, the false deities, are being worshipped. And these andads are being worshipped, these false deities, when you live in a kafir environment and the system is a vicious system, so they make you worship them and your system instead of Allah Ta'ala. Concerning Al-Wara wal Bara, Allah said, قَدْ كَانَتْ لَكُمْ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ فِي إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَالَّذِينَ مَعَهُ إِذْ قَالُوا لِقَوْمِهِمْ إِنَّا بُرَآءُ مِنْكُمْ وَمِمَّا تَعْبُدُونَ مِنْ دُونِ اللَّهِ كَفَرْنَا بِكُمْ وَبَدَا بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكُمْ الْعَدَاوَةُ وَالْبَغْضَاءُ أَبَدًا حَتَّى تُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَحْدَهُ. Allah said, verily you shall find in the character of Ibrahim the most excellent of examples. He, Ibrahim, and his Sahabas who were with him. إِذْ قَالُوا لِقَوْمِهِمْ, when they said to their people, إِنَّا بُرَآءُ مِنْكُمْ, we are innocent of you. وَمِمَّا تَعْبُدُونَ مِنْ دُونِ اللَّهِ, you and the false gods which you worship beside Allah. كَفَرْنَا بِكُمْ, we have rejected faith in you and your false gods, your false deities. وَبَدَا بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكُمْ الْعَدَاوَةَ وَالْبَغْضَاءُ أَبَدًا, and hatred and enmity have arisen between us and you. Abada. What does the Arabic word abada means? Forever and ever. Abada. Until you believe in Allah and Allah alone. These are the words of Ibrahim. And who was he speaking to? His own father. His own father, who was a kafir, worshipping idols. Then Allah Ta'ala said, وَمَا كَانَ إِسْتِغْفَارِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ لِأَبِيهِ. The ayah I've just quoted to you can be found in Surah Mumtahina verse 4. The next ayah, Tawbah 114. وَمَا كَانَ إِسْتِغْفَارِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ لِأَبِيهِ إِلَّا أَنْ مَوْعِدَةً وَعَدَهَا إِيَّاهُ. And the istighfar, the repentance which Ibrahim sought for his father, was nothing except a promise which he made to his father. Because prophets don't break their promises. So Ibrahim made a promise to his father that he would make istighfar for him. So he made istighfar for his father, nothing except to fulfill his promise which he made to him. Then Allah said, فَلَمَّا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ أَنَّهُ أَدُوٌّ لِلَّهِ تَبَرَّأَ مِنْهُ. But when it became clear to Ibrahim alayhi salam that his father was an enemy of Allah, he renounced him and disassociated himself from him. تَبَرَّأَ مِنْهُ. Tawbah 114, and Surah Tawbah is also called Surah Bara. But these Muslim leaders who take the Kafir nations for their friends, the USA, the UK, Italy, Germany, France, and the greatest enemies of Islam are three: the USA, France, and the UK. These triangles. These are the greatest enemies of Islam in the world today. The USA, France, and the UK. These are crusaders who have launched all the various types of warfares against us right now. All these so-called Muslim leaders who have taken them for their friends and allies, they do not love Allah, and they do not love the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They do not love Islam, and they do not love Muslims. I will prove to you that they don't love Allah nor His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Before I prove to you, I read to you the ayah. The very first ayah in Surah Mumtahina, Allah said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu لا تتخذوا عدوي وعدوكم أولياء تلقون إليهم بالمودة وقد كفروا بما جاءكم من الحق. O you who believe, do not take unto yourselves my enemies and your enemies for friends. تلقون إليهم بالمودة, showing them love and affection when they reject faith in what came to you from the haqq, the truth. Allah is hereby telling you in Surah Mumtahina, the very first ayah, that He, Allah, has enemies. And Allah's enemies automatically become your enemies. So Allah is giving the Muslims maximum respect. Allah is bringing you, the Muslim, close to Him, Allah, by telling you, O you who believe, don't take unto yourselves my enemies and your enemies for friends. Because I, Allah, I have enemies. And if that man is my enemy, automatically that person becomes your enemies, because you, the believer, you, the Muslim, you are my righteous servant. This is the message Allah Ta'ala is hereby giving us in Surah Mumtahina. As I said before, the kafir, the apostate leaders, the so-called Muslim leaders today, who take America, England, France for friends, they do not love Allah nor His Messenger. I'm going to give you evidence from the Aql. Is it okay to use the Aql? After Quran and Sunnah. What should I use first? Aql first or Quran and Sunnah first? The Naql. Who give preference to Aql over Naql? Okay, let's go with the Naql first, then the Aql. Allah Ta'ala said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تَتَّخِذُوا الْيَهُودَ وَالنَّصَارَى أَوْلِيَاءَ بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءَ بَعْضٍ وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُم مِّنكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Surah Ma'idah verse 51. This is the Naql. O you who believe, don't take Jews and Christians for friends. Why? Because they are friends of each other. And any one of you who take them for friends, verily he has become one of them. So if you take Jews and Christians for friends, and Allah gave you the reason why you can't take them for friends. Why? They are friends of each other. Now look how evil these people are. One is calling the other one God a bastard, yet they are friends of each other. Do you get what I'm saying? One thinks the other one, his God is a bastard, the mother is a harlot, yet they are friends of each other. Allah said, don't take them for friends because they are friends of each other. And if any one of you Muslims take them for friends, you become one of them. So if you become one of them, a Jew or a Christian, and this is a ridda, apostasy. So if you have committed apostasy by taking Jews and Christians for friends, how on earth can you say you love Allah and His Messenger and the Muslims? So this is evidence from the Naql, the Quran. And as for the evidence from Aql, if in the time of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a Sahabi, who were the greatest enemies of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Abu Jahl, and the Rasul said about him, he was the Fir'aun of this ummah. The Pharaoh of this ummah. The greatest enemies of the Prophet were Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, Umayyah al-Khalaf, Utbah, Shayba. These were the greatest enemies. If a Sahaba in the time of the Prophet took Abu Jahl for his friend, close associate with Abu Jahl, and help Abu Jahl against Islam and Muslims, would you classify that person as a Sahaba? You wouldn't. You would say he's a hypocrite. So why the double standard? Why the hypocrisy? Why then do you classify these so-called Muslim leaders as Muslims when they buy weapons from America? First they sign a peace treaty with America, England, France, non-aggression pacts. Then they buy weapons of mass destruction from these people who they sign peace treaties with. So what are they buying these weapons to do?